welcome, welcome, welcome.
You want some salsa for that chip on your shoulder?
Welcome, everyone. Here is some interesting highlights from Candace Owens and Rabbi Shmuley. Candace is tired of Shmuley talking mess. He cannot handle her exposing his ugly ass. So please, hit a like and subscribe. Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let me ask Candace Owens now two things. One, are you a Holocaust denier, or do you accept that 6 million Jews were killed by the Nazis in the Holocaust? And secondly, do you believe that Joseph Mengele did what he is reported to have done and has been since World War II ended?
Thank you for those questions. No, absolutely, I am not a Holocaust denier. This is, again, another fabrication based off of a monologue that I did in which I was putting pressure on the American government to explain why it is a fact that we learned all of these things about the horrific things that Nazi scientists did. And to be clear, Piers, I did not even mention Joseph Mengele's name in this skit at all. I spoke about all the things that we learned, that we were told over the years, some of which ended up being rebutted, and there were tons of that part doesn't matter. The point is, the end conclusion of that is that the CIA, via an operation known as Operation Paperclip, took the Nazi scientists and brought them to America.
Why would they do that?
The torture begins!
Post-October 7th, the world, and especially I would say Zionists in media, were demanding that we all pay attention. And when we began to pay attention, we didn't like what we saw. You cannot tell me to ever feel comfortable with 18,000 children being ruthlessly murdered. You can't get me to feel comfortable as a Christian with the amount of more explosives dropped, tons of explosives dropped on Gaza than were dropped in Hiroshima. This doesn't make sense to me. Gaza is 30 miles long, 7 miles wide. It's incredibly dense population. And this is, by the way, according to Haaretz, that 40,000 Palestinians have been murdered. I believe they're getting those numbers from the Gaza Health Ministry. And here's what I would like to say to you, Rabbi, since you're quoting scripture, okay? I think what's relevant is Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. And I'm speaking directly to you, Rabbi Shmuley. I think the question of holiness and what is holy is relevant to this discussion. I think this is a conversation that a lot of people are having as well. Look, prior to October 7th, I don't think many people were engaged with what is happening in Israel. We kind of all said the same thing. Israel is our friend and ally.
They are not.
I count myself among those people, which
source
essentially says I don't have to debate anymore because I get to just call everybody a person who's accusing me of blood libels. Okay, truly, what is happening right now is that the blood of Palestinians is being shed. Okay, that is not a libel against the Jews. That is a fact and a reality against Bibi Netanyahu and this government.
Right. I mean, just, if you're criticizing Israel and the way it's conducting the war, that's not necessarily an attack on Jewish people per se. I agree there. But she's understating her claims elsewhere. I do think she goes beyond that. She does go beyond just criticisms of Israel. That being said, I agree in theory with what she's saying here, even though I don't agree with the facts. I will point out but her emphasis is more on Israel here than it is on Hamas, and that's a problem. And that's a huge issue. And what she needs to be doing is putting the emphasis on Hamas.
Hummus?